It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Monarchs of Brooklyn taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons have 3 and 10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Willis will look to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, they'll run it here. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, here's Willis. In trouble, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Willis. That is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Brooklyn.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 3rd and 19. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for.
Without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1 yard sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3 yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front of the corner wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 42.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly,
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
and I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, Brooklyn.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And complete to Drake London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Willis. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for this. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Monarchs 21, Falcons nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10, it's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Second and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. They go play action with Willis.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Malik Willis.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Get out of the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, 49 yards.
And the Monarchs take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Willis.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Willis.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the number. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Shotgun snap to Willis. He's got his man, London, right side.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Willis. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up
2nd down. Here's Willis. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw, here's Willis. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Willis, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side.
It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And Brooklyn first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Willis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's Willis. That's caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37
Now Willis.
line.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
39-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Willis to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now first and goal. Willis.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Willis out of the gun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
He's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
One final try for Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Brooklyn, they get back.